We're so back. We're so back. Ruby Tomate has sent something. What is this?
Dude, I am in the shower. I am literally cleaning my balls right now. Dude, hello?
Well, you either take an Umineko stream or you don't. You can't have everything. I won't be able to stay for long. Parents and I are about to start a new. Wait, it came out? That came out. I didn't know it came out. Well, nothing ever happens in Umineko, so you won't miss much. I come back from vacation and we get an Umi stream. Really, as a Christmas miracle. If you lock in, you can do anything. Finally, all of you can stop whining like little babies. And guess what? I like omori now. I like omori now. I just had to simmer on it for a day. I think it's still good. I like it. So, Share my background, that's what I keep my... Okay, buddy. It was a weekly release, thank goodness. I hate batch releases. Alright. In the end, I wasn't able to get a very good grade on my test. I tried memorizing things in my own way, but if you could manage anything by cramming the night before a test, no one would ever worry about tests. Normally, you know the problems beforehand. You should be able to pass easily, right? Easily. It's true that we didn't go so far as to write the answers into the blanks for you. We thought you studied at least that much. What the hell? Come on, are you serious? I can't believe it. They're almost all wrong, aren't they? Did you really study properly? More or less. This isn't what you call more or less, Ushiramiya-san. It's so horrible that it makes me dizzy, okay? Oh god, please forgive her for getting a miserable grade on such an easy test. And for making the average score for the entire class plummet. Great. The same test had been given in another class first. The test paper had been obtained, so the average score for our class had been unusually high. Enough to obscure my slight improvement. However, there were some things I had no excuse for. If I'd spent the entire day studying like mad, I might have been able to get a slightly higher score. It is true, Phoenix, especially the art. The art is just... It made me remember what I liked about the game. We come back to this, oh brother. Right back into it. I wanna go back to Omori. But I hadn't gone that far. After that on that day, I spent the whole time having fun playing Shiritori with the seven sisters Sakutaro and One-chan. As expected, the winner had been Maria One-chan. She was a strong player thanks to her wide knowledge of trivia. Sakutaro had got in the punishment game. He spent the whole time cheering for everyone else's answers, forgetting to think of any himself. This is what happens when you cry so hard and stop on a sad section. You get hit with sad as soon as you get back. Wait, when you cry? Because of that, he had been squished by the seven sisters, and I had his ears thoroughly nibbled, hadn't he? Hey, are you listening, Oshinamiya-san? They were surrounding me, twittering like small birds. They were annoying, smelly. On the outside of that circle was Mayman, and an exasperating expression on her face. Omori count two. And that's it. No more. This is a messed up school, just like usual. Shouldn't you be more happy as long as your own grades are good? It's probably because of that collective responsibility thing. Instead of worrying about their own grades, they're more concerned about how embarrassing it is for the class average to be low. Or maybe it's because they really hate the volunteer work they're forced to do as punishment. So in other words, they aren't studying because they want their grades to be good, but because of collective responsibility and since they hate volunteer work. They're jealous and embarrassed. They don't want to be inferior to anyone and they don't want to be humiliated. That's the only feeling that drives them to study. What noisy people. If they want to study, why can't they just do it themselves? In the end, without collective responsibility and volunteer work, they'll have no desire to study. How foolish it is to study without knowing the meaning of studying. Still, these guys really are annoying and stupid. Don't you dare disturb Angie-sama precious day for even a minute. I hate those people. Just get lost. I'm hungry. Go away now. Sorry, everyone. I wonder why humans are so shameful. It's probably because instead of working hard themselves, it's easier to make you work hard and earn them a higher class average to satisfy their greed. Humans are all greedy, and they'll burden others with their greed to make things easier for themselves. We'll eventually be reunited with them on the mountain of Purgatory. When they try to get to the 5th terrace, they'll better watch their step. Maven controls the 5th terrace of the mountain that reaches to heaven, Mount Purgatory. Since she's saying this, you can probably be sure that after those girls die, their journey to heaven won't be an easy one. Excuse me. No, on the contrary, let them just fall into hell. The class committee went to the school's council and applied to use a classroom during lunch and after school. The purpose of use was for a class study group, a wonderful little gathering so that they could all surround me and make me study. I'm so grateful I could cry. Which meant that every day, all of my lunch and 3 hours of my afternoon would be stolen. The academy and its student council, with its theme of student self-government, instantly approved of this pleasant activity that the students were taking up of their own initiative. In other words, I was no longer able to escape after school by leaving the classroom. After school, the first class study group meeting started right away. Would they open a textbook, then kindly and carefully explain so that even I could understand it? Of course it didn't turn out like such a naive illusion. After school in the classroom, dozens of my classmates crowded around my desk. First, before we started studying. Why were my grades so bad? What was the reason? It was decided that we couldn't start until I could clearly answer those questions, become aware of the problem and show regret for my actions. Of course, there's no way for me to respond when asked a question like that. They've loathed me all this time, and they rejected me and kept me at a distance, preventing me from joining in on their community. So I've avoided their community myself. There shouldn't have been any conflict for either of us that way. So even in this group that was enthusiastic about raising the class average, they obviously kept me at a distance. Even if I tried to join in, they would probably ignore me like they always did in the past. If you just asked, we would have taught you whatever you wanted, right? We would! They were getting themselves all worked up. I've already had enough of that hypocrisy of their tacked-on excuses. Ishinoya-san, your problem is that you're lacking a cooperative personality. You mustn't be satisfied as long as everything's good for you alone. Those who gather in St. Lucia's Palace of Learning shall have a cooperative heart. It's written right there in the student handbook, right? I'll see you, Phoenix. Have fun. I think having a cooperative heart is what gives birth to the desire to study together and contribute to the entire class. I believe that in itself is the thing you lack before you even start studying, Ishinoya-san. But what do you say? Hey, are you even listening to us? We went to the trouble of staying after school to say this for your sake, right? I'm so grateful I could cry. Of course I didn't like that. This way it almost makes it look like we're bullying you, they reprimanded me. Fortunately, I'm normally all cried out anyway. If I'm told not to cry, I could hold it back. First I was made to write a letter of remorse and read it out loud. Of course, this was to be done by today. The class committee politely applied to the student council in the staff room for the extension of the use of this classroom. It seems it was accepted right away, which means that starting now I'll be forced into self-criticism for at least a full 5 hours here. Ushirimiya Enji got a low score at her test and caused trouble for her classmates. That's not it! You're getting low grades and causing us trouble isn't the root of the problem, is it? It's cooperative attitude, right? A cooperative attitude! Come on! Why do we even have to direct Ushirimiya-san on how to write a letter of regret? Their abusive jeers flew about one after another. I followed their directions and erased it. Ushirimiya Enji didn't have a cooperative attitude and caused trouble for her classmates. Hey, wait a sec, it's pointless if you just write whatever we say, right? Do we really know what regret means? It's pointless if you don't write it in your own words. Pointless! I always thought you were a bit strange, Shinomiya-san, but you really are weird. Even following their directions didn't change the jeers much, and now it felt like they were just mocking me even more. So for several more hours, without rest, without even being allowed to go to the bathroom, much less dinner, I was continuously abused. I was coerced into writing a paragraph that humiliated myself. At about 9 o'clock that night, I was told to stand up and read it out loud. The contents were smeared black with tears and eraser marks. It certainly was my handwriting, but it was like a list of soulless letters whose contents I couldn't even remember. Everything had been copied down according to their orders. So while I had been the one to write the letters, they weren't my words. I've been coerced into writing them down, and even coerced into reading them out loud. Even after all this time, I was surprised to learn that, beyond just ignoring people and hiding their things, there are other ways to bully people. Hey, read it out loud, quickly! Look how many people are staying this late just for you, Shinomiya-san. Why not think us a little? Isn't that fact that she doesn't feel gratitude a sign that she doesn't have a scrap of cooperative attitude? It's okay, Shinomiya-san. We'll always be with you from now on. Why not study with us and remake yourself, okay? As I stood by my seat surrounded by them, I dropped my gaze towards the blackened page. And then I spoke those humiliating words. But right away, jeers flew at me saying that they couldn't hear and to speak up. I can't read it. I had no idea that being forced to read a paragraph humiliating me would be so painful. My throat shook. My fingertips shook. The paragraph of humiliation written in my own handwriting made my eyes burn with a hot liquid. So my world blurred and twisted. I saw the girls surrounding me twist and blend. I saw them twist and blend into the impression I had of them. In other words, that was my true field of vision. Beyond the twisted crowd of people, I could see my friends. Compassion could be seen in all their eyes. Angie, stay strong. Ryu. Maria, One-chan, and Sakotaro were looking at me with sad eyes. Probably because they realized that even cheap words of compassion would hurt me. They kept alternating between trying to say something and hanging their heads. What the hell's wrong with these people? They're just the worst. It really pisses me off. What's so fun about gathering around Angie-sama and torturing her? It's resentment they can't voice despite their jealousy. They don't care who it hurts as long as they can let it out. What horrible people. Angie-sama, in this kind of situation, it's okay to go mad with rage for your own honor's sake. Anger is an appropriate emotion and an appropriate reaction. If you don't get mad now, when would you get mad? Stop it, don't stir Angie-sama with cheap anger. If Angie-sama could do that, she would have done it already. You should only get angry if doing so will improve the situation. However, from an objective standpoint, doing that now would probably only aggravate the situation further, and may be humiliating, but the wisest thing to do now is to withstand it. You really are a sloth, Belfa! Quit fooling around, I can't stand this! I can't forgive them! Everyone calm down, and I'll become a burden for Angie. A burden? What are you talking about? Is this a time to place the... is this the time or place to be calm? We furniture are not so cruel as to coolly watch while our master is humiliated. Henji-sama, you have no obligation to read such a humiliating letter. If you can't let out a cry of rage, then at least throw it onto the floor. You don't need to trash talk them. You don't need to yell so loud that they bend over backwards. Just throw the notebook on the floor with all your might. By doing just that, you'll be able to show your strong will. Don't start running out by yourself, Mayman. I told you, right? If Angie-sama could do it, she would have done so already. Nothing will be resolved by the eruption of momentary emotions. Can you see that doing that will only make the treatment of Angie-sama even more severe? Why is this happening to Angie-sama when she didn't do anything wrong? Not letting her eat dinner is making her stay so long after school. I hate it. It's not just tonight, but tomorrow and the day after too. That's enough. You can't simply sit there buried in this humiliation. Hey, are you really listening to us? Someone tugged at my hair. I was torn back into my tragic reality. I was no longer even permitted to listen to the seven sisters speaking on my behalf in my heart. My hair was lifted upwards. One of my hair ornaments came off and I could hear the sound of it rolling on the ground. No one picked it up. To the contrary, they casually avoided it as though something filthy was rolling towards them. I tried to follow with my eyes, but my hair was tugged upwards again. Why do you never listen to us, even though we're talking about something so serious? In one ear and out the other, is it? Does anything get into that thick skull of yours? Get a grip, okay? Are you really conscious of the trouble you're causing us? You aren't going to start saying that you just wrote it begrudgingly because we told you to, right? Until you really show regret of your own will. This seriously isn't gonna end, okay? It's not just for today. It'll seriously keep on going tomorrow and the day after, you see? Don't you play for us for fools, okay? I mean, why are you even still alive? Is it normal to go on living like this? If it were me, I'd just die. You can't just live like this, can you? Cause you being alive just means getting in other people's way all the time, right? If it were me, I definitely couldn't live on. Yeah, I'd die too. If doing that's better for the world, then I'd die right away, right? Then die. Angie-sama, kill all of them now! Lucifer, can you hear me? You seven sisters of Purgatory are incredible furniture that can massacre mere humans in a flash, right? You're always boasting about it to me. Then do it! Massacre them right now! Right here! Right now! Well, for some reason Lucifer hesitated. Why? What's wrong? You're certain kill furniture that can fly around faster than the eye can see and instantly pierce the hearts of a witch's enemies, right? And I'm giving you an order as your master. Carry it out right away! Kill them all! Angie-sama, please come down. If they had immediately followed my brutal order, making heaps of corpses with me at the center, I was ready to reflect on my own reckless actions of stealing human lives so readily, ready to regret and repent, just as they had wanted me to do. I was prepared to do that. And yet Lucifer just let an unsure expression rise to her face and didn't move to carry out my order. I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. Vaguely. No, that's not right. I've known from the beginning. I've known that magic was all empty this whole time, haven't I? The Seven Sisters of Purgatory? Yeah, right. Stupid. So pointless. I've known all this time. Angie-sama? I glared into the worthless Lucifer's eyes, and pain seemed to accompany that gaze. As though she was being assaulted with a violent headache, Lucifer grasped her head with both arms, but it looked like she couldn't tear her eyes off of me. So she was assaulted with a pain that grew more and more violent. Useless. I hate you. Disappear! You're nothing but a delusion inside my head. Hopeless in disappointment, resignation and a dream's end. A cracking sound like you'd hear from a frozen lake surface during a fierce winter rang out just once. At the same time, Lucifer's frown, which was being tormented by a violent pain, stiffened in place and grew cloudy. It was almost as though a beautifully polished glass window had been heartlessly smashed and turned white from the countless fissures. And that was an accurate analogy. At some point, Lucifer's form had turned into a glass ornament of the same shape. Countless fissures ran through it from the inside, and as the head and arms collapsed, it crumbled onto the floor. Listen! Who's the second sister? Leviathan? Carry out my order. Massacre them right now. No, Angie-sama, please calm your head and listen. We, I'm not looking for excuses or black talk or an answer. I want nothing more than a swift confirmation of my order to eradicate the girls who are humiliating me. If you're not going to say anything else, there's no need for me to listen until the end. The Leviathan also turned white and due to countless cracks throughout her whole body. She fell over backwards, splitting into separate parts along her neck, hips, and arms. If she'd been smashed to bits and lost her original form, it probably wouldn't have seemed so brutal. So seeing the two of them halfway left over made the remaining younger sister shake even harder. Why won't you listen to my orders? Why? Why? My apologies. Here, under the current conditions, the anti-magic power is extremely strong and... What's that? You can't do it because humans are here. That's your logic? Isn't killing humans what you do? If you can't do that, then what use are you as furniture? Die! Spare me, Angie-san! As she clutched her head with both arms, Satan also turned white and fell down face first. Apparently the neck is the most slender part of it after all. Her head slid off and rolled over to Belphegor's feet. You can't do it because there are so many humans. Then later on I call them into the shadows one by one, and you can make a bloodbath of all of them, right? With your current magical power, it may be easy for you to converse with us. However, you still lack the training to materialize us in front of all the humans here. I deeply understand your anger, but even if you could use us to attack and murder everyone here, that would only make your situation worse. I know it's humiliating, but please control your anger for the time being. No! Will I get the same answer from the next three? Are you gonna tell me you can't do it because the anti-magic power is too great? Are you gonna tell me you can't do it because my magical power is too weak? Then I won't ask you to kill all of them. Just one person's fine, so try and kill them. Right here. Right now. As Asmodeus and Beelzebub held each other, they crouched down, cringing in fear under my glare. If they'd been able to obey my order, they probably would have carried it out immediately. And yet here they were, crouching down, empty, sad, and pathetic. That's right, I've known. These girls can even touch reality with one of their fingers. No, no, no! Vels, I'm scared, Vels! I'm just so scared! I don't want to die! Die, useless furniture! Why are you guys even alive? Why are you alive and your lives are worthless? It doesn't matter if you die, right? Die! I'm telling you to die! Do you think any idiot would leave furniture that has no use lying around? Please stop, Angie-sama. What is it, Mayman? Are you gonna be the only one to fulfill my order? That's right. You're my best friend. You alone will do it for me. Get them. As you are now, Angie-sama, even if you use us, you aren't capable of committing murder. It's furniture's duty to help with things their master can do. Things that even the master can't do, we can't do. Do you hate them, Angie-sama? You do hate them, right? I totally understand when you want to kill them. Okay, in that case, go ahead and kill them, Anji-sama. If you stain your own hands with blood, then we, the Seven Sisters of Purgatory, would go along with you however far you go. I'm asking you all, because I can't do it myself, aren't I? Is it being able to do things I can't, the thing that makes you furniture? Yes, we are furniture. Furniture to be used. Please go ahead and use us to kill. You'll be the one killing Anji-sama. If you're saying that you want to kill, then go ahead, be my guest. No need to hesitate. Go and carry it out right now. And once you prepared yourself mentally, once you prepare to dirty your own hands, then we'll help you. But you haven't done that, Anji-sama. Don't speak, furniture. You delusion! I get it already. You don't have to tell me. You people can't do anything. You're nothing more than my delusions, illusions, dangers. I haven't had a single friend from the very beginning. You're just a phantom, a pretend friend I created in my heart in my isolation, right? I've known from the very beginning. Yeah, that's right. We're an illusion inside your head, Anji-sama. But so what? Yes, that's true. We're just imaginary friends created to soothe the lonely Anji-sama's heart because she doesn't have a single friend. But so what? If you want to look at reality, just look at it. You can stop looking at us and return to being surrounded and bathed with Jirin over there. Come on, go back. Welcome home to reality. Just call on us only when it's convenient for you and pretend you have friends. Then spur us on, even though you don't have the guts to dirty your own hands. Then deny us and erase us once you realize that it's all hopeless. Yes, please enjoy it. I'll leave with a shriek of anguish just like you want, Anji-sama. Just copy the Jirin that you've been being showered with right now. And do the same to us to get it off your chest. That's also furniture's duty. Getting slammed against the floor when someone's pissed off is also a chair's important duty. If that alone can observe the master's bad mood, even for an instant, there can be no greater honor for furniture. Kill me, deny me, your first and final friend. At the end, Mayman had a mocking expression on her face, but for some reason, it looked splashed with tears. Mayman, Beelzebub, Asmodeus were smashed and fell to the floor. Who are you? Huh? Come here, Sakotaro. Angie is a little agitated right now, so you mustn't get close. What about everyone else? Are all the seven sisters alive? Did they die? It's okay. It looks gruesome, but those are the remains of their vessels after being deported from the human world. Shells that have to be shed. So it's alright. They're probably deeply hurt, but that's okay. Everyone is alive. I'm sure we'll be able to meet them again someday. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Angie has violated the contract of marriage sorcery. To do such a horrible thing, even the witches of the Alliance must respect and accept one another, even though they were all important friends to you, Angie. No witches' alliance has anything to do with this. Magic friends. Give me a break. I killed them. Erased them. I smashed the seven sisters. Ryu, that's so cruel. So cruel. Just give it a rest with the plain witches thing. I'm begging you. Mariana-chan and Sakotaro, I want you to disappear by yourselves, even in my imagination. I don't want to kill and erase you. We weren't your imagination. We're your friend, Genji. Sakotaro said that as he hid behind Mariana-chan, sobbing. Sakotaro doesn't exist. Sakotaro is also an imaginary creature Ona-chan created to distract herself from her loneliness. It hurts, Maria. Why? Why? Stop it. Denying my friend is one thing I will not permit. The same power that had smashed the Seven Sisters were probably eating into Sakutaro as well. But Maria One-chan was apparently protecting him with some other power. The Sakutaro's form didn't break and scatter. One-chan glared at me sharply. It was a serious expression that I've never seen before.
Sakutaro is my furniture. You cannot erase him, Angie. However, trying to deny someone is the greatest form of scorn for a witch.
Sakutaro didn't exist from the very beginning. He's just a lion stuffed animal. A phantom you personified with delusions inside your own mind.
That's not true. Sakutaro is my friend. He was a stuffed animal once, but now he isn't.
No, he's a stuffed animal. A stuffed animal made of cloth and cotton. He can't move or talk by himself. You're just talking for him like a ventriloquist, right? You call that magic? You call that a witch? You call that a friend? I can't accept that.
What are you? Am I not me? Am I just a stuffed animal that can't really talk and not Maria's friend?
As though struck with a high fever, Sakutaro weakened bit by bit. As he clung to One-chan's body, he did all he could to continue standing. But his body began to gradually slip down. As he did, One-chan held him, yelling at me as tears streamed down her face.
Stop it! Don't burn Sakutaro with the magic-resistant toxin! Don't bully him! Don't insult him! Don't deny him!
Mariana-chan, you're so weird. There is no Sakutaro. Stuffed animals are stuffed animals. I learned from Mama that they're made of cloth and cotton. There's no way they can walk or talk.
Sakutaro! Sakutaro! You are the stuffed animal! You are the stuffed animal! You're a friend!
Instead of playing with stuffed animals, it's better to play outside with everyone. I'm bored with stuffed animals already.
I hate you, Angie! Why say something like that? Hate! I hate you! You're not my friend. I won't let you be one of us witches anymore. Upon my name, the Apprentice Witch of Origins Maria, I hereby expel the Apprentice Witch Angie from the Mariage Sorcery Alliance of Witches.
And then, with what had been peaceful days to me became a daydream and ended. By now, it's impossible to prove. No one can verify whether that really was magic or whether those were my friends. Or else nothing more than a daydream. I, the sole observer, concluded that they were a daydream, so that became the truth. Perhaps in the further future, I'll observe it again. And when that happens, maybe I'll acknowledge that it wasn't a dream, that the Seven Sisters really were my friends, and that along with Maria One-chan and Sakutaro, they did everything they could for me in my isolation. Something so vague is neither the truth nor an illusion. Maybe the reality here and now is the only world with the real me. Where is the real me? The person standing amidst the girl's exposed wreckage that resembled broken glass sculptures. That girl who's breathing harshly, her shoulders heaving, isn't me. I'm over there. That's me. That's surrounded by a crowd and being showered by jeers, and who's hanging her head, her eyes red. Isn't the me over there the real me? I won't dream anymore, because there's nowhere left to run. I'm going back. I'll return myself to the cage made of flesh. Hey, are you listening to us? It's not like anything will be resolved if you just stand there hanging your head, right? I hear you. Oh, you finally answered. You weren't thinking that this will end if you just stay silent, or that we'll forgive you if you cry, right? We're asking if you're aware. We're asking if you're aware of the trouble you're causing those around you. I slowly nodded. I acknowledged it. I acknowledged that I had slipped into the world of my daydream, trying to remain separate from the others in my class. To separate myself from and disgrace those sisters who spoke to me with reliable and kind words, despite being totally unable to help when I really wanted them to. I acknowledge that. I, Ushirmiya Enji, do not have a cooperative attitude and cause trouble for my classmates. There is nothing to blame for that except my excessive inferiority complex towards all of my classmates because of my inability to study. And it's a shame that I'm alive. Starting there, I was no longer reading the paragraph they'd made me write. It was me, improvising. And it was what was in my heart. They noticed that it wasn't what they'd anticipated, but while they did frown, no one spoke. So I continued. That's right. It's a shame that I lived. I should have had them take me with them on that day in 1986. And yet, I was the only one who wasn't taken. Why am I here? This isn't the world I'm supposed to be in. No one will save me. For a time, I felt as though only the fictional friends I created inside myself could save me. But those friends were nothing more than a delusion, and they didn't save me at all. After all, this isn't a world of imagination, but a world of reality. So, in short, up until today, I've been having the same daydream. I hated my real classmates, and only lived by interacting with the friends in my mind. Just now, I split up with those friends. So I am here. I have no family. I've thrown my friends away too. There's no longer anything left for me. Why haven't I died? Someone asked that a short while ago. I think they're right. Why am I alive? I should have died in the year 1986. No, I must really have died. And yet, my dead soul is still locked up inside this cage of flesh. So I asked someone. If no one answers, I'll do it myself. Someone please, let me die. I spoke that sentence and looked around. Dumbfounded girls, shocked girls, girls whose faces seemed to be saying, what the heck is this kid talking about? And a bit late, more and more girls with faces that said, is this girl alright? Whisper, chatter, and then giggle. When I ordered the friends in my daydream to kill, they couldn't do it. And so, I asked real humans to kill me, but of course, these girls can't do it either. In other words, both daydreams and reality are the same. Doesn't this mean that, including this world, absolutely everything is a daydream? Then, there's no problem, right? After all, on that day when I lost my family, I was already dead. Everything that happened afterwards is going on in my head, my life flashing before my eyes after I fell to die. Once I understood that, it felt like the scenery surrounding me began to twist and bend slightly. Yeah, I'll finally wake up. I'll be released from this daydream world. I feel my consciousness sliding away. That's alright. Fade farther and farther away, and take me to my family. Then no matter what happens in this twisted, still world, I won't mind it at all. I saw the crowd get pushed aside as a teacher stepped in. Perhaps a teacher doing the rounds happened to notice a strange disturbance. The teacher was vigorously shouting something, moving to protect me. Watching that, I knew that an ally had appeared for me, even if there was only one. And I felt my awareness return very slightly. The only ones who can save me in the world of reality are real humans. Never again. Never again will I seek rescue from daydreams. This is the world of humans. Nothing can save a human except another human.
I see. If that's what you think, then that's our world, Angie. Can Angie find happiness this way? If Angie believes that that's the only way to find happiness, then it is the only way. If she can't accept the blue bird in the cage for what it is, then she must go and search forever. What are you? Maria, are you breaking up relations with Angie? No, nothing like that. I only did that because that's what Angie wanted. We witches are sometimes persecuted. However, we always remain by everyone's side. And our aid can always be asked for. Will the day come when Angie will play with us once again? Maybe. Or she might forget, and it'll never come. In the human world, we call that growing up and saying goodbye to your childhood self. Still, if Angie just remembers, we'll always be by her side. And until then, we'll be waiting.
I'm good. Just, yeah. Yes, indeed. I must needs get my charger, BRB. We're back, and we shall continue now. Gosh, why are we still here?
What are you? Maria, answer me. What are you? So I really am a stuffed animal? I'm made of cloth and cotton, so there's no way I can talk, so I can't talk to Maria.
Sakataro looked up at Maria sadly. Maria's face was covered with tears, and it looked like she's never lost a taste of sadness.
I hear you, Sakataro. You aren't a stuffed animal made of cloth and cotton. You are my friend. I hate Angie. What are you? Sorry, Maria. Sorry, Maria. What are you?
Sakutaro regretted doing that. By freezing her heart, Maria had finally been able to escape from her sadness. By speaking up and calling her back, he'd caused her to be overwhelmed with sadness again. Sakutaro hugging Maria, letting go of her. Tried hugging Maria, letting go of her, and gazing at her uneasily, lost as how he could bring Maria's spirits up. He might have looked a little humorous doing that. In the end, that was enough to distract Maria from her sadness.
Sorry. Crying won't help anything anymore. You got in a fight with Angie, but you still have lots of friends, Maria. So I'm not the only one. Everyone's here.
Oh my gosh! Wait! Oh, that's cool! That's cool! Okay, I see what's happening now. I was a bit confused. So that's what they were using the little girl voice for Angie. Angie okay, in reality, Angie did come over to play with Maria, and Maria was treating Sakutaru as a plushie. I mean, as a real person, and little Angie said that. So that's why, so that's cute. Yeah, it's in the past. Yeah, that's cute. So they actually did hang out. Oh, that means. Huh, I mean, it could have been Kairi. Yeah, I mean, Angie is Kairi's mom. But I don't really see a reason why Kairi would come hang out with Rosa. So I just find it cute that I want to imagine instead that Rudolph came to visit his sister Rosa for some reason and brought over Angie. Oh, that's cute. I like that. However, Babu Anju was kicked out of Maria's sorcery for saying all that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Sakusuke and Sakukichi, the animal band, and many more.
Maria looked at the different stuffed animals around her pillow, which were gathered together as though they were having an idle chat.
Everyone is worried about you, Maria. They're all talking over and over about how to cheer you up, okay? Everyone won't go away like Angie. They won't. We'll always be together. Really? All of you are only with me at home. We can't go out together when Mama's around, and we can't go to school. You aren't supposed to take us to school, so you'll get in trouble if the teacher finds out. But if no one finds out, we can be together at any time. Sakutaro, you're big, so you'll be found. Then you can take one of the kids that are small enough to walk around with. For example, what about them?
I'm for sure just overthinking what is. I'm looking at two rabbits down there in the bed, on the floor next to the bed. Cute.
If you take the friends in the forest band, look, they're small, so you can hide them in your pocket and go to school together. There's lots of them in the band. Can fit them in all in my pocket.
She collected all the forest band pieces that were scattered across her bed. There were about as many of them as pieces in a chess set, so it'll probably be impossible to fit them all in her pocket.
In that case, you can just take friends that you're especially close with. You can take the 4 rabbits, your best friends in the forest band. I could fit 4 in my pockets. Yeah, this way they won't be found. Now you won't be alone even at school, Maria. Those kids will be with you even where I can't go. Yeah, maybe I won't be lonely that way. Maybe I can hold out until coming home from school. As long as we aren't found by the teacher and Mama, we can be with you at any time. So let's be together, play together forever. We definitely won't leave you all alone, Maria. What do you?
Maria's expression finally regained a little bit of its brightness. That's right. At the beginning, Maria's world didn't have Angie in it. Even without Angie, it was fun with everyone. And yet, strangely enough, it suddenly became sad without Angie, who had come in the end. All that happened is I returned to the world right before Angie created it. entered it. So there's nothing to be sad about.
Yeah, I'm not lonely. Sakutaro and the others are with me. Uryu! Love you, Maria! I won't let any more humans come into my world. Maria Sorcery is an alliance between me and Beatrice only. From the start, even Beatrice didn't want to let Angie join. It's alright this way. Angie was still too young. From now on, until you can be friends with Angie again, I think it's okay to forget about it. You can play together once you regain your high spirits, Maria. Until then, all of us will be by your side. Thank you, Sakutaro, everyone.
Release me! Release me! Then Maria once again regained her former world. She regained the world that wasn't lonely, where she was surrounded by many friends. Just like usual, she didn't have any human friends at school, but her magic friends were always with her. The rabbit band she hid in her pockets packed with her during class sounded like they were having fun. Just listening to that greatly embellished the time she spent in class. Release me! Maria made it so that as long as Mama and the teacher didn't find out, her other friends could always be with her. When Mama told Maria to go play outside, Maria would secretly pack Sakutaro and Sakutsuke and the rest to her bag and play together at the library or somewhere. Even when Mama was late coming home and Maria would shop for dinner, she always went with Sakutaro. The man at the convenience store and the other people were nice to Sakutaro. He sometimes gave a second portion free for Maria and Sakutaro. When Mama found out, Maria would get in trouble for bringing Sakutaro and the rest outside. When the teacher found out, Maria would get in trouble for bringing toys to school. The toxin must be strong in Mama and the teacher. That's why Sakutaro looks like a normal stuffed animal to them. After all, the convenience store man and the others say hello to Sakutaro. Not all humans are hopeless. There are tons of people who, unlike Angie and Mama and teacher, can say hello to magic friends like I can. Oh, Maria-chan, welcome! Was your Mama late coming home tonight too?
Yeah, but I've got Sakutaro, so I'm not lonely. Right, Sakutaro? Uryu, it's not just Sakutaro today, some other friends came too.
Oh, other friends, is it? What kind of friends did you bring today?
Today, the rabbits from the forest band are also with me. Look, in my pocket.
Maria began to line up the 4 ceramic rabbit stall on its register. As the owner of the shop looked at it, smiling, he sent a signal to a part-timer with his chin. Then the sign on the other register that said close was taken down and a voice called out for everyone to move over there. Release me! All those people in line behind Maria lined up behind that one. I see. You do have a lot of friends, Maria-chan, but I hope your mama comes home soon.
Mama's busy with work again. She's spending the night at the company. It's been very busy lately. She hasn't been able to get much time to talk to me on the telephone. But I'm not lonely. I've got Sakutaro and the rest, right? Uryu! I even got all those rabbits from the band. Look! Cute.
It's cute, the sound a rabbit makes. My, I've never heard that. After smiling at Sakutaro, who was poking his head out of her knapsack, she played around with the rabbits down on the register, making them frolic around. Although the shop manager gazed at this pleasantly, he had a slightly pitying look on his face. This was apparently a single mother household where the mother had to work hard and couldn't come home very often. On top of that, it looked like the girl didn't even have any friends. As he watched her play around happily with her dolls, it clicked she was such a... Actually, this wasn't limited to him alone. Maria had become quite famous in the shopping district. Maria-chan, you should eat some oden every once in a while. If you don't eat your eggs and fish paste, you won't get big.
Can't get a cream roll. Uryu, If you don't eat certain things, you won't get big. How about oden for today? Then I'll have some oden.
Yep, that's the ticket. Why don't I stick a whole bunch in there? Want mustard?
What do you? I can handle spicy things.
I see. Then you make sure you don't let it spill on the way home. I'll be sure it'll sure be delicious when it's hot.
Oh, thank you.
She had planned on getting some sweet pastries for dinner, but since oden had some been recommended to her, she would be having that tonight instead. Letting someone else determine the menu makes for an unexpected and interesting meal. Very often Maria had to decide what her dinner would be on her own, so it was easy for her menus to get a little one-sided, so it felt fun to have a meal she hadn't anticipated. Man, I can't really promise you either this is the last time we see of views from Maria, because I honestly don't remember. Well, I wouldn't even want to hear that. No, don't tell me that. Yeah, I'm glad you don't remember. Do not make that promise to Okay.
What do you? Thanks for giving us extra, mister.
Send my regards to your other friends at home. No stuffing yourself on your way back. Go straight home and eat there.
Oh, thanks, mister.
Maria raised the bag with the oden container high.
Huh? What do you? What is it, Maria? The key isn't in my pocket.
Standing in front of her house, Maria searched all over her body. The key to her house wasn't there. She always methodically put it in the same pocket, so there was no way she had put it in the another pocket, but she searched her whole body just in case. Unsurprisingly, it wasn't there.
Did you drop it when you took your wallet out? No. When I took my wallet out, I definitely felt it. I also felt it when I searched my pocket partway there. It was there until partway. I didn't drop it.
Even though the late autumn wind had been bearable when Maria had been thinking of returning home where the heater was, now that she was confused and had lost her key, the wind tormented her. And no matter how hard she searched, she couldn't find her key. She turned out all her pockets and even tried taking off her jacket and hiding it, but to no avail. Of course, she also turned the knapsack so Kotaro wasn't upside down, but the key didn't come out. Something that should have been there wasn't where it was supposed to be. Why isn't the key there when I didn't do anything wrong?
Why isn't it? Why?
Maria was cold and frustrated and angry, and she stamped on the ground. The bottom of her foot throbbed, but that didn't lessen her frustration. At the same time, her tears poured out. It wasn't her fault, so it was someone else's fault. But Maria didn't know who that someone was and couldn't do nothing but continue to let out a moan of anger.
What do you? I'm sure you dropped it part way. Let's look for it, okay? Let's return to the road it came by and search, okay? Oh. Even though I went through all the trouble of buying all that and got eggs and stuff for free, I won't be able to eat it while it's hot. Oh. But yeah, I know it's frustrating, but let's search, okay? It's no one's fault, so let's search.
Maria finally lent an ear to Sakutaro's word and began to trot back the road she had come on. The wind was colder than before, and it felt like it was blowing in through the corners of her jacket in a mean way.
What do you? Let's watch for our feet closely and search, okay? Then let's get home quickly. Let the heater warm us up and eat all then, okay? I'm sure it'll be delicious. Gone. It's gone.
As Sakutaro encouraged her, Maria searched for this key. But she made it all the way back to the convenience store where she bought the oden. She hadn't found it. Just in case, she asked the men at the convenience store whether they had found a dropped key, but they hadn't found anything. One more time, she returned home, paying close attention to the area around her feet, but unsurprisingly, she didn't find it. She was no longer frustrated enough to stomp her feet, but hot tears dripped down her face. The oden had cooled down completely. Even though she had been told it would be delicious when warm, she hadn't been able to eat it. Even though that the man had given her so much free stuff.
Ryu, don't cry. Mama isn't coming back tonight. Let's do our best and search. Why can't I find it? Maria, don't cry. Let's do our best and search. Maria.
Maria was no longer able to hold back her tears. Sobbing, she clutched Sakutaro and held the bag of Oden, returning once more down the road she had come by. Perhaps because more and more houses and stores had turned their lights off by now, it was even darker and harder to search than before. And once again, without finding the key, she returned to the convenience store. Maria-chan, still can't find your key.
It's gone.
Wasn't your mother away for the night, so you can't get into your house without a key?
Can't get in.
Well, that's not good. Did you try going to the police? They might be able to help you.
Mama said not to talk to policemen even if they start talking to me.
Oh? Well, what is that? It was probably because Rosa would be liable for making such a young girl like Maria watch over the house by herself, and because she knew that this wasn't something that would be permitted by society. So Maria was indoctrinated into changing the stores she bought things at so she didn't catch the eyes of adults, and into saying no more than agreeing to policemen even if they talked to her. Maria had obediently done as she was told. Instead of considering why she must do that, she was much more concerned with meekly obeying because her mother had told her so. But the manager of the convenience store probably didn't think of it that way. In the first place, seeing such a young girl being forced to watch over the house alone and so frequently would make anyone worry. And then, after making the round trip between her home and the store once more and arriving at the convenience store for a third time, a policeman was there. Where's that child? Maria-chan, did you find your key?
Didn't find it.
What's your name, miss? The policeman asked her name and Maria didn't answer. Did your mother tell you not to talk to policemen? Don't worry, no need to be scared of me. Have you eaten dinner yet, miss?
I bought some, but I couldn't get into my house, so I couldn't eat it.
What's your mother doing? Is she not coming home tonight? Is it her work? Do you know how we can contact your mother at work? Maria hung her head limply. She didn't understand why the policeman was getting mad at her. No, he probably wasn't getting mad at her, but if this reached her mother's ears, then she would definitely be in trouble. Even if she didn't understand the reason why she would be in trouble, she at least understood that much. But the policeman wouldn't let Maria go, and her head was swimming from hunger. The policeman noticed that, and it was decided that he'd listen to her story as they ate in the police box. Maria was taken to the police box. She had her oden heated in a microwave oven, and even salty rice cakes and hot tea were brought out for her. She had been told not to talk to policemen, but after being asked about Sakutaro, she responded, starting to feel that this wasn't a bad person. And anyway, she wouldn't be able to return home now, so she didn't know what to do. She told him Mama's work phone number, which she had been told to tell no one and to use only in a very, very serious situation. In the tatami room inside the police box, as she ate the oden that was so hot it felt like it would burn her. She watched the policeman making the phone call, lazily thinking,
I'm probably gonna get in trouble. Will Mama get mad at me? Or you?
He must have been listening to the phone ringing for a very long time. With the receiver up to his ear, the policeman looked up at the clock, grumbling. Maybe they aren't picking up because their business hours are over. Huh? Hello? Hello? Is this Auntie Rosa Ltd? This is Komatsugawa Police Department, police box in front of Senbon Sakura Station. Is President President Ushiromiya available? Yes. What? She's on vacation. Yes. Starting yesterday, the president has been on a 3-day vacation. Is there some business you have with her? Oh, no, never mind. So do you know where she might be? You haven't heard where to contact her, have you? Sure, could you hold on for a second? Hey, anyone heard what the president was for her vacation? Or how to contact her? I heard she was going for an all-you-can-eat crabs in Sapporo with her boyfriend. Oh, I'm sure such a cold place will do wonders for shrinking the distance between them, don't you? I haven't heard how to contact them. Yep, understood. Hello? I heard she went to Sapporo, but I'm not sure how to contact her. Should I take a message? I see. What a shame. Well then, if you manage to get in touch with her again, could you tell her that we called? Sure. Yes. After that, I was taken to the police department, which was even bigger. I ended up spending the night there. Then they asked me various things about myself. A lady who called herself the district welfare officer came by and asked about a lot of things. And I was told, you poor thing. When I heard that, I learned for the first time. Am I a poor thing? Oh, do you? That's not true. You're happy, Maria. This happened to me in high school. I had to walk to Starbucks nearby and be there for 5 hours. Oh gosh. At least it was a Starbucks. You had internet and such if you had any devices. Well, I mean, high school wasn't that long ago. Oh, I don't know why I thought you were 40 years old, and back then in the age of high school there were no phones around. Six years ago, bro. Yeah. Just one more. Just one more. Okay. I did miss her. I did miss Rosa a lot. I did miss her a lot. Every day since I stopped streaming, I've been thinking of Rosa, so I get what I get, I guess. Then Rosa came back. Maria was told to go to her room, but on her way back from the bathroom, she hid by the entrance to the living room and listened in on the exchange. The person that had come to visit was the female district welfare officer who had asked Maria various questions on the other day. You can't be so pushy. Maria's heart is too innocent and delicate, so if there was an insensitive kid there, she could be hurt. Please stop your pointless meddling. But in that case, miss, if the child is so delicate, why leave her home all alone? Shouldn't a mother be together with her child? I am together with her as much as I should be. I don't need to take instructions from you or something like that. Oh, really? She's very well known in this area. They say your daughter frequently goes out at night to buy things and eat. Everyone was worried and looking out for her. How do you know that was my child? There's got to be plenty of children around this town, right? Don't just suddenly decide that it's my Maria. Kids sometimes walk around outside at night, right? How can you prove that they were all my child? It's well known around the shopping district. That girl holding a lion stuffed animals often stops by to eat dinner and buy things. Everyone treated Maria-chan with care out of concern for her. Sometimes people even escorted her home, thinking the night's road might be dangerous, you see. You can find lion stuffed animals anywhere! It's none of their business escorting her home. Are they thinking of kidnapping Maria? Don't bother her. Maria is my child. I am raising her. I have no intention of putting her in some strange institution. Stop your needless meddling. Does that lion stuffed animal mean me? It's okay.
I'm the one in trouble. It has nothing to do with you, Sakutaro.
Maria hugged Sakutaro, continued to watch her mother fearfully. I also wish I could be with Maria every day. But I'm a single mother, so I have to work. I may not look it, but I'm a president of a company, so I bear responsibility for my employees' well-being. I'm busy with my work all year round, so there's no time for me to rest. Really? But you've been on vacation these last 3 days, haven't you? I have not been on vacation. I've stayed in my company all night working. There's a mountain of matters to be taken care of that the other unreliable employees can handle. Why are you lying like that? Someone from your company said that you were taking a 3-day vacation, you see. You went to Hokkaido with your boyfriend, right? Leaving your daughter by herself 3 whole days. I don't know anything about this boyfriend. I don't know anything about Hokkaido. Where are you getting this nonsense? Why? Why? Do you have any proof? What the hell? Don't just start putting it on someone else's family matters. I love Maria. I have my own way of loving her, so just keep your mouth shut. I didn't go on vacation. I was just working the whole time. I was trying to finish things up at work with all my strength, because I wanted to see Maria as soon as I could. I stayed at the company the whole time. I don't know anything about Hokkaido. Just go ahead and say something like that. Just get out. Get out. What's wrong with you? Get out. Get out. Rosa raged, her hair flying wildly. A teacup was knocked out from the force of her standing up. But far louder than that was the sound of her beating the table with both hands. When faced with this rage, she could accurately be described as wild-eyed derangement. Then the strict welfare officer couldn't help but be taken aback. And the same went for Maria, who was secretly watching this from the hallway. She had already seen her mother in a rage several times before this, but she had never seen her this crazed with anger. When she saw this, Maria was sure this was no longer her mother. This was some other evil being that was possessing her mother's body. And then she herself was discovered by the evil being. Maria knew that she was being affected in the evil being's eyes. Her mind went blank, and she felt as though her field of vision was racing off into the distance. After fiercely closing in on Maria, Rosa mercilessly slapped her on her small shoulders and dropped her gaze towards the stuffed animal Maria was holding, Sakutaro. Maria, even though I told you so many times not to take that outside, you brought it with you, didn't you?
Ryu, it isn't Maria's fault. I told her to take me.
You know, I've been wondering the whole time why Sakutaro wasn't in the island.
That's not true. I brought Sakutaro on my own because I was lonely. So, Mama, it isn't Sakutaro's fault. Ryu, Maria. It's not Sakutaro's fault! It's not Sakutaro's fault!
Instead of Maria, the brunt of Rosa's anger was aimed at the lion stuffed animal Maria was holding. A girl was shopping in the middle of the night, always clutching a lion stuffed animal. Because of that, she had become well known in the shopping district. I didn't I tell you not to take the stuffed animal with you? Why? Why can't you listen to what Mama says? Why? Why can't you follow Mama's rules? With every single word that stamped her heel and banged furiously on the wall. Of course she didn't make direct contact with Maria. However, the violence of the harsh sound clearly beat against her. Miss, stop that. Let go! I said let go, damn it! This strict welfare officer had come back to her senses and was pinning Rosa's arm behind her back. But the instant Rosa was touched, she went wild, furiously throwing the welfare officer off. She hit the table and fell to the ground. A teacup on the table smashed on the floor, making a violent sound.
Mama, Maria didn't do anything wrong. It's my fault. So don't scold Maria. I'm the one who brought Sakutaro. It's not Sakutaro's fault. It's not Sakutaro's fault. So don't look at Sakutaro with the scary eyes. Don't look at it. Don't scold Maria. Don't scold Maria.
What were you doing just now and a minute ago too? Do you also play with dolls like that outside? Did you do it in front of the people in the store? So that's why they remembered you! Did you brainless moron? Why are you such a dumbass? Answer me honestly. When you went out, you always walked around without stuffed animal without telling mama, right?
What do you...
Stop using that weird stuffed animal talk! Speak with your own words, not the stuffed animals!
Sakutaro isn't a stuffed animal. He's my friend. Don't call him a stuffed animal. Don't!
Yeah, I get it. It was called Sakutaro, wasn't it? You took him with you all the time when you went shopping without telling mama, right?
Yeah.
Maria admitted honestly. If she hadn't admitted it, then Sakutaro would have said something to take the blame. So by admitting it right away, she was protecting her small friend. Only Sakutaro? Any others? You haven't been bringing other weird things to school too, have you? Miss, surely your daughter has done nothing wrong. Stop this interrogation at once. You stay quiet. I'm talking with my daughter, aren't I? Come on, Maria. Look at Mama when you talk. What's the answer to Mama's question?
It wasn't just Sakutaro. All the rabbits were with me too.
Do you have them with you now? Maria fished around in her pockets, pulling out 4 ceramic rabbits with her tiny hand. The rabbits were her close friends who could be together with her at school and Sakutaro's place. But when Rosa saw that, she shook her head slightly as though dizzy. On a school notice, it had been written that Maria was apparently bringing toys to school and playing with them, and her family was instructed to try and prevent this. But Rosa had rejected that, blaming the teacher and phoning in a protest of her own to the school, saying that there was no way her child would bring toys to school. For nearly an hour, she had shouted at the vice principal to stop making false accusations about her daughter. To a certain degree, those at the school had grasped that Maria was a pitiful girl. They knew that the small toys she brought with her were her only friends. So they had done their best to overlook it. But when the other students caught sight of them, some of the boys had started complaining that only she could bring toys, and the school had racked their brains on how to cope with this. They had tried to gently send a warning by way of the mother, but after Rosa's overreaction, even Maria's teacher decided to overlook it. But now Rosa knew. She had been the one who was wrong, and her daughter really had been bringing toys to school. And those at the school had known that she was a disgrace who brought toys to school and played with them as though they were her only friends. To Rosa, who thought her daughter was just a little different from normal children, having this peculiar side of her daughter exposed and found fault with was more than anything else something she couldn't bear. So she howled. She raged. The district welfare officer tried to cut between Rosa and Maria again, but she only met with Rosa's wrath once more. Rosa once again threw the woman off with a face like a demon, and when even that failed to curb her anger, she stomped at the ground over and over again so forcefully that it seemed she might break through the floor. She's just like Maria. She stumps her foot. And after seeming to come back to her senses for a second, she immediately froze, her harsh breathing, and asked Maria, it sucks because I am in no position to talk about it. It's not my place, and it can be insensitive. But I just wonder if Rosa was also born with the same mentality as Maria, as in maybe autistic, and that's some of the reasoning why she is like this. Maria, those rabbits in the band, are they your close friends? I see. Isn't it great that you have a full 4 friends? As she said that, Rosa grabbed one of the rabbits from Maria's hand. And that's why she acts like this towards Maria, because Rosa was also different, and her siblings probably made fun of her a lot for her differences. And so she's projecting onto Maria and hates the thought that Maria will be seen as Rosa was seen. Then she shoved it in front of Maria's eyes so she could see it very well. The cute rabbit holding a trumpet was a small doll like a chess piece. She slowly lifted it into the air. Of course, Maria and Sakutaro's eyes also followed it. And then, with a speed that the eye couldn't follow, she smashed it against the wall. She had half imagined that this worst possible thing might happen. So she instantly realized what had been done. So Maria let out a short, despairing scream. It was in pieces. It had been small and sturdy, but that hadn't been enough to withstand her mother's fierce rage. Because you didn't listen to what Mama told you, I broke one of them. From now on, every time you disobey something Mama says, I'll break another one. Remember that. Miss, you think to call yourself a mother after doing something like that? You think you can do something like that and not hurt your daughter? Hurt, Maria? I'm also hurting, right? Who's gonna take responsibility for my wounds? Well, who is? Didn't I tell you to shut up?
Stop it, Mama. It's my fault. Don't get mad at this lady. It isn't Maria's fault, it's mine. Don't get mad at Maria.
I told you to stop playing make-believe with that stuffed animal! In the first place, it's disturbing. A stuffed animal is your friend. Just how old are you this year? How old? Well? This is just a gross, crappy stuffed animal made of cloth and cotton, right? Is this the only kind of friend you have? If you have enough spare time to pretend this monstrous stuffed animal is your friend, go out and make some real human friends. Why can you never make any friends? That's why your class always treats you like a weirdo and makes fun of you. Give it a rest and get a hold of yourself already. Grow up from this stuffed animal play.
Uryu.
Like I said, stop playing with a stuffed animal.
Give him back! Give Sakutaro back! Uryu!
Mama grabbed hold of Sakutaro's head and took it from me. Then she smashed him against the wall over and over.
It hurts.
Fucking stop! I told you to stop that stuffed animal fact! It's because of this stuffed animal! That's why you can never make any friends! That's why you alone are pushed off to the side in your class and treated like a freak! I should never have given you a stuffed animal like this! I should have never given you such a disgusting stuffed animal! Stop it! Give Sakutaro back! Give Sakutaro back!
Sakutaro's my friend!
For some reason, my frantic request was just added oil to the fire of Mama's anger. Mama pushed my arm aside as I tried to grab Sakutaro and snatch him back. And in a bizarre way, she stuck her fingernails on both hands deep into Sakutaro, twisting him. The red muffler, which I had carefully wrapped for him every day, came off and fell to the floor. Sakutaro, who had been so precious to me, was twisted, smashed, torn at with fingernails so much. He was twisted in pain, his face curving in sadness. Then Mama's fingernails found a stitch on the neck and tore it. With the fingernails of both hands, she tore it apart. In that instant, Sakutaro's yellow cloth and the cotton inside
brushed apart. It looked almost like moist cotton candy. Kutaro? Sakutaro? Oh, Kutaro? Kutaro? The crumpled yellow cloth and the cotton candy flowed outward, thrust right in front of my eyes. Then, though Mama's face, the evil beam, stated it clearly.
Sakutaro is dead. Mabapenmenbiskek. Gikukuki Kutaro.
Sakuta... Na...
Maria, Maria. Do not cry.
Beatriz! Beatriz!
Sakutaro was a good friend. As long as you do not forget that, he will always be with you. Get this guy out of here. Get this guy Sebs out of here. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see his face for a long time. Kick him from the static, please, Ruby. Kick him from the static. On my left toe, kick him from... Lady Maria's pure white heart torn asunder. His broken vessel could only be regenerated by Rosa, the Meister who made him. However, Rosa disposed of all the vessel scraps and even lost the sewing pattern. On top of this, because his existence was denied by the Meister herself, resurrecting him is impossible. With the Meister's death in 1986, his resurrection was lost forever. Resurrecting him is impossible even for the endless witch Beatrice.
Bring him back to life! You can do a lot of magic, Master! You can even bring Sakutaro back to life, right?
About that... Of course, if Sakutaro had been my furniture, it would be easy. However, Sakutaro is your furniture. That makes it difficult for me.
If you say it's difficult, that means it's impossible, right? Bring him back to life! Bring him back to life with the endless magic!
To tell the truth, Sakutaro's vessel was a stuffed animal Rosa made herself, correct? But Rosa has denied Sakutaro. A life that is not permitted by its own mother cannot exist. Beatrice's words were feeble, because she knew that no matter what the excuse, it wouldn't be enough to call Maria and make her accept it. But she had to communicate the painful truth to her disciple and close friend. She had to tell her the fact that even with all of her own power, even she could not revive Sakutaro. As long as you continue to strongly believe in Sakutaro's existence, that soul will not disappear. So Maria, please do not be sad. Even now, look! Believe that Sakutaro is smiling right over there.
No! 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 You have to bring Sakutaro back! No! No!
Give it up! There is no magic to revive Sakutaro. Despite that, you must strongly believe that Sakutaro will continue to exist as your close friend. The power will become magic.
That's not magic! That's not magic! You have to bring Sakutaro back to life! You can't do it because Mama made him himself! Why did Mama pick Sakutaro? He was to give him to me as a present, right? He was to make him my friend, right? So why? Why did Mama make it herself and break it herself? Why the fuck by herself and tried to break it herself. I don't understand. I don't understand. I hate Mama. I hate Mama. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's too sad. Too sad. When I smash Mama up like she did to Sakataro. When I stick my fingernails in her and tear her apart. Turn her into cloth and cotton. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Sakataro.
The dark movie on Maria's back, two massive jet-like arms crept out. Twisting her Maria, she sobbed in anger. Then massive fingernails stuck into Maria's chest and stomach. Maria could not see that, but Beato could. Anger and sadness without any place to go will tear you apart. Beato knew that. She could see that. Yes, in the end, those massive arms were Maria's own. Those fingernails slowly started to eat into her chest and stomach. With her immense size and strength, those arms could probably tear Maria into bits easily. But Maria herself couldn't notice. Drowning in a sea of her own tears, she couldn't notice that her own arms were trying to tear apart her own chest.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. The second time can be brought back to life no matter what. I want revenge. I want to make Mama beat the same man. I want her to be the same as Sakataro. Beatrice, teach me the magic for that. Teach me magic to beat Mama.
Is that truly how you feel?
Kill Mama! I'll kill her! No, that isn't Mama! It's the bad witch possessing Mama! I'll kill the witch Mama!
Very well, I shall give you that power. For tearing you and your beautiful heart apart, for giving you that pain, it is fitting that your heartless mother be torn apart considerably. How shall I teach it to you? I shall teach you of the abyss in the world of the witches, of the depths where no light reaches.
Sakataro. I hate everyone. I hate Mama. I hate Angie. I hate everyone. I hate everyone.
What the fuck ever, dude. I don't care anymore. Give me the damn manga. Oh, they're here. Okay. Okay, the two Angie ones. Let me put something on the screen. There we go. The two Angie ones, they were good. Very good, quite good, quite good. Now, the next ones. Let's go. Okay, the first one, it's alright. I love how her hands were drawn. Rosa's hands. Oh. Next. Wow. It's so good. Oh. Oh, the art is incredible. Okay, next. Oh, wow. Oh, I gotta save that one. That one's really good. Wow. How did they get a god to draw this manga? Okay, last one. Oh. Ooh, the top panel, bro. Oh, I'm saving that one too. Ah, that's incredible. Oh, oh. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. My body feels exhausted. I love Rosa so much. Wow. Whatever. 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 Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. I don't think there's a world where Rosa becomes more favorite than Natsuhi, but they are super equal. Definitely the same tier. What a great character. Oh, just thinking about her makes me want to die. Okay. I got nothing to say. I'm prolonging stream. Yeah. Everyone can leave. Get out. Get out. I'm just wallowing. I need something to cheer me up. Where is it?
Butler Sama, would you like to eat my cookie? Would you like to eat my cookies?
Okay, I'm good now. I'm good now. I forgot that I wanted to make the return stream title. Butler Sama, do you want my cookie? Okay, thank you, Ruby. Alright, I'm good. Whatever. I'm not happy to be back. I'm taking another year break. Whatever. Shut up. All of you shut up. I don't care anymore. Bye bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. I hate this game. I hate everything. I hate everything. I hate all of you. I'm leaving the server. Bye.